welcome back to my kitchen. For today's recipe, I have a different take into how to cook a turkey. So I pulled all my inspiration from not my hometown, but from Mexico, specifically a region is called Yucatan. And in Yucatan, they really use a lot of a sauce or a paste, which is called achiote. I will spell it out for you. So we use achiote and we use it for many things. You can cook it with pork, you can do chicken or turkey. So if you're kind of looking for new ways to prep your turkey, I'm gonna share with you something new today. The first thing we're gonna do is prep our marinade or our achiote sauce. You can just go to any regular grocery store and then you'll find it either in a bottle like that or it comes in a paste. Either way, it's delicious. So once you have your achiote sauce, you need to make the marinade by adding the achiote. This would be very good. And a few more things. You need a little bit of apple cider vinegar. You need some white vinegar. A little bit of lime juice. You can even get the one from the bottle or some fresh lime. And we will be using some orange juice, but also the oranges, we're gonna put them after. So we can put them in the turkey. That's a lot of extra citrusy flavor. So I'm adding a little bit in there, doesn't matter. That's good. So we stir the little marinade sauce we're gonna use. And as always, salt to taste. This one I like a little extra salty. I have my little marinade mixture ready to go here. As you can see, it takes very little time to mix. So in this case, we're attaching the video where we're gonna show you how to cut an uncooked turkey. I like doing it this way just because it's gonna take a lot less time to cook. And all this delicious flavor from the achiote will actually come into the turkey. And there's many different ways that you can serve it, which we'll cover in the next section of the video. So I have my pieces of turkey here. You just get your turkey and just start putting the delicious sauce all the way in. Once we have all the marinade ready to go, and we're gonna have to put the turkey in the fridge, we're gonna have to let it rest for at least an hour, I would say, because you definitely want all the flavor to get through the whole turkey, and it makes a difference if you have a little bit of extra patience. You can add a little bit of extra orange just to sit there. It always helps with the flavor. You already have the vinegar, you have some apple cider vinegar, white vinegar, and salt. We'll pickle the onions and they will be cooking with our turkey. Yucatan in Mexico is one of the states that have so many different recipes, but one of my favorite ingredients that they use is the achiote. Not spicy, so I wanted to share that because it has a lot of flavor, and I know it could be intimidating when I'm sharing recipes because it could be like, oh no, she's gonna put too much spice in it. But I usually try to make sure it's perfectly fine for my 4-year-old daughter so she can actually eat it. So this particular recipe, I know it looks red and you might be thinking it might be too spicy, but it's not spicy at all. One thing, it's full of flavor. So for the next step, now we have the turkey marinating with our achiote sauce. We're gonna get the pickle, we're gonna prepare the pickled onions. So in this case, I was a little extra fancy, or actually I had just both onions at home. So I have a red onion or purple onion and just a regular Spanish onion. Any kind of onion, definitely. In this case, I'm putting both. Okay. We already have a little bit of the apple cider vinegar, some white vinegar, a little bit of the juice that you had, and a tiny bit of salt again. Taste. Oh, I'm gonna really use this spoon just because it's gonna be part of the same dish. And if you have some of the sauce left over, don't be afraid to use it as well. So I think it's definitely a good step if you have a minute to pickle the onions, since you're marinating your turkey anyways. Okay, so before we put this delicious turkey, or it will be delicious once we're done with it, in the fridge, we want to add our pickled onions. Okay, so now we're bringing back our turkey out of the fridge. It's been sitting there patiently. So the next step is you have two options. I like to use some aluminum foil and then wrap each individual piece. In Yucatan, they actually use one of those banana leaves, and they wrap it in there, and then they cook it very slowly. In this case, just because it's more practical for me, I'm using foil. You could also just cook it slow without the foil, but it's easier to keep the juice into the particular pieces when you do this step. So you can either just put all the turkey in there and cook it, or do the step like I'm doing this. Take your piece. Don't be afraid to get dirty in there. Look at how nice this looks. And a few of the onions and the orange. Right in there. So we're going to repeat this step until we have all our turkey ready to go. Definitely add a few extra onions. Now our turkey is wrapped and is ready to go into the oven. So now in the meantime, since we're waiting for our turkey, we can get our potatoes ready. So you just chop some potatoes, depends how many potatoes you need, depends on how many servings you'll need, clearly. I would suggest to add a little bit of oregano, dry oregano. And some parsley. A little bit of garlic. You can have powdered garlic, or you can just put a couple of cloves. That's also fine. And you can peel it, or you don't have to peel it, but I usually like to peel my garlic. And a little bit of, as usual, salt to taste. And last thing, olive oil. And we'll just mix it all up. And we're also gonna bake our potatoes. Roasting pan. So now we have to get this into the oven. So that was today's recipe. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'm really looking forward to bring you more of my family secrets, and especially Mexican little secrets that I've been collecting throughout my life my mom's life and my grandma's life. So we're really looking forward to share more. I know Natasha is looking forward to make more videos as well. Looking forward also to be able to meet with our friends and family and have our big dinner parties again. Please, if you have any comments or if you have any questions, just send me a little message. I'll be more than happy to reply. And please, again, don't forget to like and subscribe. We're really enjoying this journey together.